make for you, and I guarantee the results will come.
So my
Oh, you do have a lot of questions.
so
Please follow the rules.
Jim's and then we'll the point of this is why I stopped vlogging, because vlogging it's simple but it's complicated at the same time. And I don't want to make a long video out of this because the simplicity of vlogging has kind of come full circle, but there was a time when it was very difficult, and that was the last few years. I remember, and there's a lot of people on YouTube and in this space at the moment that don't even remember when vlogging kind of kicked off, and the OGs of vlogging, and you know, the Casey Neistats and you know, the Ben Browns and that world, and how it, even in cinema, how it started. You know, I studied photography, you know, the idea of actually taking camera and documenting all of that stuff. So I remember that, but you know, and it was amazing. And actually just consuming it before even getting into it, because as I've spoken before on this YouTube channel, I didn't actually get into YouTube purposely for it. I was working in the fitness industry, and I was just simply doing a press-up video of one of my members, I think. And I just remember thinking, hold on a second, why don't I upload this? You know, why don't I put this somewhere? And then I started thinking, why don't I document more stuff? Why don't I document other stuff? And it's just that simple thought. And I'm gonna put the thumbnail of a note I made on my phone, and it's make for you. You know, I've typed it literally quoted that, make for you, because I think that's got lost recently. People have got overwhelmed. I've got a little bit of a sore throat, sorry. People have got overwhelmed with the idea of making money. People have got overwhelmed with the idea of subscribers, followers, wealth, growth, all this stuff. And it is just stuff. It's just stuff. And, you know, I watched a podcast yesterday of Mark Goldbridge, and some of you might know who he is. He's one of the most watched YouTubers in the country, in the world. And I think he's depressed. He said on the podcast he's really unhappy because all of that stuff means nothing if he can't make the content he wants to make. And this is why I'm going to put it in the thumbnail. You know, about a month or so ago, and I literally decided, even before that, I just stopped. I kind of realized the vlogs weren't working a while ago. Obviously, it's hard to vlog in a world where you're not really allowed to do what you want to do, from a culture and society point of view, because we had COVID, we had the pandemic, we had all that stuff. And the freedom of vlogging that I had in 2017, 18 was amazing. It was, if you go back and look at my other videos, it was, you know, if I look at my photo album from 2017 to 18, huge. And then there's really slims down. But but then it gets back up again. And you just have to learn to adapt. You have to make different content. And that's where people have failed, because they're trying to make this content just for the wrong reasons. Like with now, I don't mind doing this, but I'm doing it to get a conversation out there. You know, to tell other people maybe to stop making content for the wrong reasons, because you're only damaging yourself. And for the last few months, I've been making content or edits, maybe some call them, because I actually get more enjoyment out of that. YouTube Shorts has been a lot of fun, and you can still make a lot of stuff and still get enjoyment from the audience and the community, and still create content. Because don't forget, the internet's pretty fucking big, right? The audience is pretty fucking big. So if you started out vlogging, and if you started out as that kind of creator, but that's not what is available anymore, but you still are a talented creator and a talented artist, and still are able to tell a story, because being able to tell a story is the most, you know, valuable thing around, then just adapt and evolve in different ways to do it. But you have to, and this is the most important thing, and I'll end on this, being able to pick up on trends and being able to pick up on what's, you know, what's circling, what people like, what the audience like. That's a skill and that's an attribute, but don't do it for the sake of it. To go back to what we were just talking about, because the title of this is going to be why I stopped vlogging. Don't do it just to please others. Do it because you want to do it. Like the last few videos I've made about films that I've loved, or television shows, or music that I've enjoyed. And 90% of the time, there will be other people who enjoy what you like. So if you just make stuff that you actually are excited or passionate about, 90% of the time, you're going to get someone who enjoys it too. And that's the way it works. The reason people fail is because they make stuff to try and please other stuff. And then people go, well, why isn't it working? Make for you. And I guarantee the results will come.